Afro.
Question.
It was me.
Did we have an actual long rest between the last fight we had and where we're at now?
Nope.
I mean, we spent like 8 hours doing a fucking democracy.
Democracy.
Okay, I didn't know how far away we had gotten from the last place.
So it's interesting, like where you got away from the last place, you're actually quite a distance out. And you can see that these when we last left off, there was an armada arranged before you, ready to go.
Hooray!
Well, no, that might be a problem.
Nix is going to start looking very panicked.
All right, Captain.
You're going to see off in the distance this little boat come speeding forward. And when they get about right outside your gun range, someone at the edge of it is going to throw something in the air that's going to start flying towards you.
Excuse me, what? Who's throwing shit at my ship?
Could we make out what it is?
Yeah, you can give me a perception and see if you can make out what it is that's flying towards you.
Oh, God. I see my feet.
Okay.
Such nice shiny boots.
It is a large bird flying towards you that seems to have something grasped in its hand. It looks like a document of sorts.
We don't negotiate with terrorists.
Looks like we have mail incoming.
Hi, Captain. It seems you got mail.
She's gonna smile and then like put her hand out to wait for the bird to land.
It's going to land and hand you the note, make a cawing sound, and then fly up in the air.
Is it leaving or is it like waiting?
It's leaving.
Okay, so I'm gonna open it and read it.
Are you reading it out loud or just to yourself?
Well, I don't talk, so right now to myself.
So it's basically going to say that we've swung by and saw your friend Gilgamesh. Know that you're coming to see the seer. We have kidnapped her, and we'll be taking her back to the cove. If you want to see her alive, come turn yourself in.
She's gonna start making like little squilly sounds and kind of hold it up for everyone else to read.
Jen's gonna come up to read it. You gotta read it aloud to the crew.
Thank you.
And everyone now is aware.
So, Captain, what you wanna do?
I'm gonna point to the word that says seer and then point to the ships with like a question, like acquisitive face.
And what be your question, Captain?
I'm gonna point to the word seer. I'm gonna point to the ships.
What does she have to do with them?
She's gonna ponder that for a second because that's a very good question too. She's gonna start panicking now.
I feel like Fish would have a much more, I don't want to say intimate.
You've got a more intimate idea with things.
Well, no, a reason to go, and I've got some investments in this seer character.
Oh, do explain.
Add a character. Who are we going to see, and why are we going to see them?
Add a character. You were going to see Naglafar, the seer, who you have the feeling that you should meet because they share the same ability you do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So Nyx is gonna again point to the ships and kind of put her hand on one hand on top of her other hand, kind of slapping the top of one hand with her other hand.
I'm gonna look to the rest of the crew and go, "Y'all voted for this."
She's gonna pow.
Yeah, boo-hoo. We said you're gonna have to talk. Otherwise, you shouldn't have thrown your hat in. Like, yes, obviously you could have won it, but would have been the most ideal thing. No.
The bird lands on the ship, and the ship begins to sail away and makes a new position off to the side.
This is Phaser.
You begin to see these ships kind of align themselves in a way, and some kind of magic beam seems to begin to connect between them.
Nyx, what'd you say about Phaser?
Missing Phaser. At least Nyx could talk with Phaser through telekinesis or whatever it was, telepathy. Has kinesis to move. Yeah, that one.
Does Fish have any experience what's going on there with that front line?
You could do an Arcana check if you want to.
Well, what about Jin? Would he know anything about what's going on?
If you want to roll Arcana to see if you can figure it out, you most certainly able to.
Oh God, no, never mind.
So Fish, you can tell by the way the beam is and the color that this seems to be like they are making a massive dimension door.
Wow, I want one. They're making a very large door. Does it seem to me like it would open this direction, or it would open the back towards their fleet?
It is going to. It seems like it's going to just open in general.
But now that's not good.
The big old ship in the back. Do I recognize that one, or is it just kind of a generic big old ship?
It is, from what you can gather, it is the ship that originally captured you. It is their largest ship in the fleet, basically. It shoots a bunch of laser beams, as much as you can tell, a bunch of magic beams. It's very, very intimidating. At which point, at this point, you can see that it begins to shoot a beam of light at each point in the center. And as it does, the door begins to slowly open vertically as a purplish red hue begins to form as the door opens.
Does that give me any clue as to what's on the other side of that door?
No, you cannot see what's on the other side of the door. You can see through the door, and you can see that the smaller ships are going through, and as they go through, they disappear. It's as if they're using the door to leave.
That's an interesting trick.
Perhaps we should catch up.
How far are we from this?
So, based upon the scaling, and I don't think I have the scaling right. I don't. Oh yeah, I do. Cool. So y'all are 1,300 feet right now.
Oh, jeez. I don't think the ship's fast enough.
Nyx is going to point to the surrender part of the note to kind of.
Jen's going to look over. Don't you dare.
She's
War
gonna start
crimes.
shaking her head like no, and shaking her head no, and waving her hands like that's not what she meant.
Good.
Damn it.
I'm gonna
Hold on.
say we're gonna commit war crimes.
Let's go.
Just gonna give thumbs up.
Captain,
Finger
you want me
thumbs
to
up.
Captain, you want me to take the helm?
Nods.
You can see the
Jin's gonna
larger
make his
ship
way there.
is making its way towards the opening in a very slow progression. The ship's going to sit down and go, okay, what are we doing now?
Question. Did we decide on a first mate?
Yes, you decided on all three of you were first mate.
Well, then, Badger, we be pursuing.
So you want us to go through the large, gigantic door, right?
Yep.
Unfortunately.
Got it. And as he says got it, you see this, everyone just sees this large, bright light as the larger ship slides through and is gone. You're going to run headfirst into them. You know that, right? Like they are going to be waiting on the other side of that door.
Yeah, that's what the letter says.
Do we know where to go if we don't have the door?
It's gonna. Yeah, we're going back to where we came from, where Honey Badger gave birth.
Back to the Dark Carnival.
We don't have any allies that we could bring with us, do we?
We've just got a boat full of them.
The letter is obviously from the Dark Carnival, isn't it?
Yep.
So if we don't go through the portal, okay. So after Fish said that, Nyx is gonna kind of point repetitively at Fish.
The message said that we just need to go there. We didn't say when, right?
Well, presumably, since they're holding a hostage, they'd like some hustle and bustle.
She's gonna nod enthusiastically in agreement.
Let me see
But
the
the ship-
letter and read it again.
Ship does make a good point, though. They will be waiting. Their guns will be that direction.
Their guns are going to be that direction either way.
Aye, but right now they have the advantage. We could still turn it into our favor.
Huh?
Well, presumably, the last time we were there, they were keeping us alive because they wanted to surrender Nyx.
Oh, wanted me to read what again? What am I
I was going to reread the note, but I don't think it's going to matter because I think those ships are disappearing.
No, it just basically says that they have the seer and that to turn yourself in at the Dark Carnival's Cove.
Okay.
That wasn't in the original text.
The
There must have been a fine
the
print.
Dark Carnival was added. It was added because that's what it was supposed to be in the text originally. I just forgot.
Okay, I was gonna say.
Magic.
You can see that it is down now to the last two ships, and they seem to be starting to orbit each other in a way.
It's time to get going. Follow them through.
Which direction, Captain? Do we go in under fire, or do we take some chance that we can get in quietly?
So she's gonna try to look really quick at everyone to give a fast answer to see like a judgment of how many want to go into fire or how many want to go to the island.
Well, I'm like this close to telling the Honey Badger to go through.
Okay.
I say we
She's gonna
play the long game.
I don't know
Look
that
at
it's
this.
to our advantage to go through right now when we can just show up after we're arrested.
And Jin is going to point at Fish. That's what I was trying to say. We need rest. We need.
Nyx is gonna look at Edith and pout, and then or Edith. See, I went back to the other game now. Zetas. And then look at Fish and look at Jen and nod and saying that's the course to take.
right, then Jin's going to change course for the ship back towards the Dark Carnival.
Are they flushing themselves?
Yes, they are. They begin to spiral together. You can see a door appearing as a whirlpool goes in, and they just both slowly slip in at the same time. And with a flash of light, they're gone. The sea kind of starts waking. It's calm as the last of the door closes up. So the honey badger goes, all right. Where are we going? Because you wanted me to go into Death's Door over there a second ago. Now we're not going into Death's Door?
No. I rethought me plan.
So
we're going back to the carnival.
We're going back to the carnival. So you realize that is going to be a 3 to 4 week travel, right?
Well, what do you suggest we do then?
I don't know. Find a witch or something. Have a door open. That is a
We just
possibility.
had a door open.
Is it now? Could we get a location of our choosing? Vague vicinity.
I don't know. I don't know where witches are.
No. That's not what I'm asking. Say we use a dimension door. Do we get a location of our choosing, or is it a set location?
It's a place that you've ever been at or seen.
Oh. Well, now that changes things.
I should have been the captain, goddammit.
Captain, I say we find a witch.
You didn't even try.
Captain, we should find a witch.
I know where a witch is at. Through the door.
Nyx is gonna give like a slight confused nod to you, Jen.
Who?
Jen.
All right. Now we just need to find a witch. Where do we find one?
Well, y'all did have several night hags that y'all saved and dropped them off at an island, apparently.
Do we remember where that island is at?
No, because I don't remember y'all dropping them off yet, but everyone was like, yeah, we dropped them off at an island. I'm like, oh, okay.
I don't think we did. We lost the fire elementals and a few others, but I don't remember us losing the hags.
The hags left with them with the fire elementals.
Okay. Let's see. That was right
How
after
far?
we left. That was right after we left.
Are we still close to that area?
No, you're not.
Hell no. It's 3 to 4 weeks. Where? Oh, seems we need to make landfall, Captain.
So, upon that, where is everybody? Everyone should be seeing that, not anything else. What is this? Oh. Okie dokie. Apparently. I can divide y'all amongst the map. That's different maps. That's crazy.
Oh, neat. That's new.
Okay. Why won't you let me move the... I want to move y'all. I want to move you guys up there. Oh, okay, there we go.
That's a really big map.
So, back on the world map, y'all are currently located here. No, here.
Probably blinked where it was.
The last landfall that you remember is about 4 days away at La Pura.
Did we leave there on good terms?
Not
should be
not
important.
especially.
Well, that's
Not
that's
bad
what comes
terms,
with
but
it.
not good terms either.
Oh no! What did we do?
You left on terms.
We were asked to leave because we are the honey badger.
Oh yeah.
Wasn't that the resort place?
Yeah. They asked you to leave and come back in a little bit. Give them time to process that you're not an evil monster.
Oh yeah, because of Abby.
Didn't we get like toy weapons or something there?
Yes. Yes, y'all did.
What did those do?
No one's used them yet, so no one knows.
Well, Jin has already tossed his because can't use it. No, he cannot use it. Next.
Oh, okay, so not like that. Okay.
No, he cannot use it. Or any other weapon for that matter.
I will pull out mine and give it a once over to see what it does.
I'm gonna
I
take
don't
mine
know what
out.
I got.
It's something like specifically unique. Like mine's a little rifle.
Yeah. You have a little shield fish, and you look it over, and it looks like just a little toy wooden shield. It's got little wooden bracers and everything like that. I mean, it doesn't look like there's anything super fancy about it. It's just a little toy.
Jin's gonna look at you. Hey, wanna try it out? He's gonna ball up his fist.
Sure, why not?
Nah,
I use the
he's-
shield to block his fist.
He is going to fucking punch. Just for shits and giggles.
So as you do that, it's going to turn from a toy into a physical shield. It's going to be a +2 buckler.
Nice.
And there's a little note tied to the side of it that wasn't on the toy originally.
Well, after I deflect the fist, I take a look at the note.
The note says, "Hey, thanks for trying out my toy. I tell you what, I figured you're in a predicament right now. Why don't you see how hard you can smash the air?"
Oh.
All right. I try to use the shield to push the air as hard as I can.
And you'll
and
find
not at somebody.
that as you do so, it has a huge gust to it. As this +2 buckler also has, in combat at least, or combat wise, a ability that allows you to push air, and it sends a powerful shock of air, knocking things prone on a success of or on a failed DC or saving throw.
Jim's gonna fish this kind of motion, and he's gonna do a parry motion.
Well, that's very nifty. I think about it. Does it turn back into a toy-looking thing, or does it
Nope.
stay?
It is
Shield.
permanently a shield now.
Oh, okay.
Nyx is astonished and then grabs for hers and shoots it into the water.
Oh, mine's a charm.
Yes, yours is a charm.
Is it any better than the charm I already have? Let's
Well,
find out.
have you used it yet?
I mean, it's a charm. I like, what kind of use do you have for a charm?
It could be
I'll look at
pretty.
it.
Could be strong. Could be like the shield guardian. Mhm.
Yeah, I'll look at it. Yep, this sure is a charm.
So as you take a fire, Nyx, you hear a pew as a beam of light shoots out of your rifle. As you now have a laser rifle.
Oh
She's
God!
got a
yeah,
squeal. She's excited. Is there a note? She looks for a note.
The note says it's not too silent, but it's very pretty.
She's gonna smile.
I guess I'll put on my charm.
Jen's gonna be kind of a sad panda at the moment. Oh, I wish I could have at least known what mine was.
So you put your charm on, and you hear a voice for the very first time. Is that you, my child?
Hey, yo, it's your boy, Zetas.
Zetas. Oh, my chosen one. I have longed to be able to speak to you.
So question.
Yes.
You can't talk to your sister, can you? Or is
I'm-
she out of your reach currently?
Most things is out of my reach. I have very limited abilities at this moment. I'm very much trapped at the bottom of the sea.
Yep, I've actually got your coordinates, actually. Been, trying to assemble a montage of, powerful entities to go beat the shit out of your brothers.
So everyone just hears him actively talking out loud. You don't hear
To ask.
his deity talking at all. That's good.
Jen's gonna look over. Oh, he's finally cracked. There it is.
Thrine
your eye
is
I'm
a
about to crack a
great
shot at you if you interrupt me again.
Thrine is a great evil. I can only help you a little bit. But if you let me, I will use the little bit of energy that this amulet gives you, and I can make your ship move faster to its destination. But we will not be able to speak for several days after until it's recharged.
And I'm going to very loudly go, well, we had an instant way to our destination, but some of the people on my ship were dragging their ass on making a decision.
Nyx is gonna keep pouting again, look around, kind of scuffle her foot.
Jen's gonna roll his eyes. Oh, shut up.
So what this amulet does is every 3 days, your deity is allowed to do a minor favor for you.
We're gonna save it for the end of the trip. I'm gonna let Thanik rest until we get to our destination, and then we're gonna unleash out. That's the plan.
So, what is everyone doing now?
Jen is rethinking his life choices.
If it matters, so's Nyx.
Well, and which choice are you rethinking?
The trying out for captain.
Hey, wait, real quick, doesn't Nyx have a favor from death? Still,
And so does
yeah,
Zeta.
actually.
I mean, I think death could probably move y'all from point A to point B if someone wanted to use their favor for that.
No, we're taking the long way.
Yep.
Jen's gonna kind of lift his nose to the air. Could we possibly get a faint whiff of those, Marcus?
What?
The bargains, seeing as it's basically touched by death.
You can smell it, of course. Everyone
Jen's
still
gonna look
has
at
one.
Nix. Jen's gonna look at Nix. Captain, that bargain, you could use that.
Use it to what? Use it to what, Jin?
Get us there a little more expeditiously, but not in an unadvantageous position.
Either way, they're expecting us. There's gonna be guns pointing at us no matter which direction we go, unless we fall from the sky.
Well, we could always do that.
I mean,
Nix is gonna look around.
that is an option.
I don't think Honey Badger will take too kindly to that.
I don't know,
think-
Badger, how would you feel about that?
The honey
Would
badger
you like to be a flying badger?
just goes, I mean, I do have legs.
Oh, that's true. I also have another question, Badger. You can completely submerge, correct?
I can, yes.
How long can you stay down without killing any occupants?
Oh, well, no. The second I go under, you're going to drown. That's. I'm not a submarine. I can go underwater.
Also, did you forget that they have a Kraken and can have a ship that can go underwater?
No, that was more of a random question.
Are we moving in any direction particularly at this
Yes,
moment?
you're slowly making your way towards
Okay,
the
cool.
Dark Carnival. And no one
Okay.
specified the route, so the ship is slowly making its way the most quickest route possible.
As long as we're just not staying still and having this conversation, I just wanted
No,
to.
the ship is already in motion. It just goes, actually, I'm recalculating a route. Is caution thrown to the wind, Captain?
She's gonna put on a quizzical look, like, to what regard?
Is caution thrown to
Obviously
the
not.
wind?
Obviously not.
I'm sorry. That's only a question the captain can answer. Captain, is caution thrown to the wind? Like, how quickly do you want me to get you there? Because I found a route. I could get you there in a week.
She's gonna kind of keep, like, looking at you and kind of gesture to go on, as in, like, go on with an elite weak butt.
But it ain't the safest.
She's gonna shrug her. No, not shrug. She's gonna make a Y with her arms, like, why? Like, why, MCA? Why?
I don't know. It takes you really close to an active volcano.
She looks around for her first mate's opinions.
Sounds like fun
What?
times.
Oh, so a volcano's fine, but going straight to our destination when they have a hostage.
Well, they also made no intention of, noted intention of killing said hostage either.
You generally don't take a hostage unless you're willing to kill them. I don't know how much piracy you've been committing.
Well, honestly, it's been quite a while. I'm just kind of getting back into the swing of it.
So Nyx is gonna dig in her bag for a pen, and then she's gonna draw on the back of the paper a item that kind of looks like a volcano, a ship. She's just drawing a line that goes around volcano that's like wide around it with a question mark. She draws a line going through with a question mark, and she shows it to, I think, yeah, Jen, who's currently talking to the ship. and kind of points at the paper, points at you, points at the ship, and kind of, brings her hands together like, please.
Captain, sometimes I do need you to use your words. Please, what?
She's going to point to the picture she drew and then point at the question marks.
Can we not avoid the volcano?
She's going to nod and then point to the ship.
We could. It's still going to take you 6 weeks to get there if we do it. But I can get you there in a week if we go by the volcano.
And can we give the volcano a mildly wide berth?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I mean...
Not actively avoid her, but
600 feet, 700 feet. I mean, technically speaking, it erupted a while ago. I'm not sure if anyone knows its like its frequency, but its last known documented frequency was every 10 days to erupt.
And how many days has it been?
Oh, I don't know. No one's kept measure of that. So we could get past it without it erupting. We could go right by it and it starts erupting. Or we could come up to it in the middle of it erupting.
Well, sounds like a chance we might have to take.
Hence why the captain has to tell me caution to the wind.
Cautious.
Captain, I say mild caution to the wind. Not fully, but mildly.
Okay, so Nyx is going to walk over to Fish, point at the image, because I'm pretty sure Fish is looking, and then kind of gestures to the rest of the crew.
One moment. I take the map, fix in my mind the volcano, and reach down to the ship and try to foresee the future.
All right. Roll me your religion. And you're using your ability, correct?
Yep. Where's religion? There's who? I'm so good at religion.
Hey!
Look, just don't be starting another Inquisition.
Like, what all that false confidence got you? Good job!
So with that 17, you see a split. There's 3 possibilities. One possibility shows you sailing through just fine. The other possibility shows you sailing through and a pile of lava getting sprayed on the ship. Several crew people die, and the ship is badly damaged, but it's good. The other one, you make it through, but when you arrive, you see the armada there, and the Honey Badger is basically imploded upon sight.
Well, those were not great options.
Nyx is going to look a little confused.
I describe what I saw and point out that we may need to get some sort of reinforcement or advantage before we show up.
What about Gilgamesh? Can we go see him?
So Gilgamesh is 2 weeks away.
Oh, damn it.
I mean, we're already taking our time.
Apparently it was the... Oh.
What do I know about Death's Domain?
Expound?
I mean, Death has to hang out somewhere and do its business that way.
Mm-hmm.
You know, conduct things, get around everywhere.
Yeah.
What do I know about that?
Give me a religion with advantage.
Interesting question. Like that. Ooh.
Basically the way Death's domain runs is like a tide, like a sea of darkness that flows between timelines and time locations and such. Death is not the arbiter of the sea. He is just the void or a voyager on it, going to wherever the currents take him. Every now and then he can kind of lay a rudder down and make small changes, but for the most part, he is bound to follow the current to wherever the death would need to be.
So what
And
you're
that
saying is we
statement-
can sail that.
You could. Yes, you can most certainly sail the seas of Death's domain.
You made an interesting description about that.
Did I now?
You did.
I like the way that sounds, actually. It might be sketchy, but yeah, gotta do what you gotta do sometimes.
I mean, based on that description that I have no character knowledge of, tomfoolery could ensue.
Would Jin know anything about those, Marcus?
I don't know, Jin. Why don't you reach out to your boss and ask him?
Jin's gonna look at Fish. So little thing about me, that be me boss's waters.
I kind of was getting that impression a little bit, but
Do you have a question?
I believe I'm interested in learning how to sail this and enter this safely. Well, or as safely as can be.
Well, now, Jin's gonna kind of lift his head a little bit. Boss, can we sail your seas?
Death is going to reach out. Only a ship piloted by the damned can sail the seas.
And do I count as the damned?
You are the damned, yes.
Very well. Now, how do I get there? I'm assuming Jin is probably capable of this.
Yep. You will take your scythe, cut a hole in space while envisioning a land of the dead.
So what you're saying is I need to be out front, first in, first out.
That is correct.
Understood. Any dangers we need to be aware of?
If you lose your course, you'll be trapped there for eternity. Lose your blade, you'll be trapped there for eternity. As long as you're in the world behind, those that are living will begin to decay, eventually shedding their mortal souls into the realm.
Oh, if we be in there too long. Understood.
About how long does that usually take?
6 days to 10 days, depending upon if you value life or not.
Well, I say we do 5 days, and then get the fuck out. What do you say, peeps? You fancy traveling through the land of the dead?
Once again, Nyx is going to look at the other two.
Is it actually any faster?
I would think it'd be considerably faster.
Time moves faster in the realm. How do you think I can be everywhere all at once? Trips that would take years for one take matter of seconds for me.
Okay. Well, Is there anything that we should be aware not to disturb, or anything, any rules that we should live by in? Well, exist by in there?
Being undead and sailing the waters. Even though you have a reaper as a pilot, you're already going against the rules. But it's not
Nix is
my
gonna
job to stop you.
Nix is gonna side eye Jen.
Is it somebody else's job to stop us?
I'm not at liberty to say.
Fish.
Okay.
We've already got plenty on our plate. Don't worry. If more want to come, they will.
Okay, so I do have one question.
Aye.
Do have one question. This is an out of character question.
Yes.
Would Fish have relayed the information that he got with his religion check out loud to the rest of us?
No, I think all he
Yeah.
said was, "Well, that's not good." And I
Well,
think we need
I mean-
backup.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he would eventually lay out the plan, to sail through. But
Okay, so that's just what I wanted to know. Wanted to know because Marcus said some things and we're just kind of ignoring it.
one thing you may have picked up about Fish is that he generally likes to be able to go where he pleases.
What?
What did we ignore?
Well, if we're ignoring it, I'm not going to say it because it's not character knowledge.
Thumbs up then.
What would not be character knowledge?
The information that Fish got with his religion check about death and death's domain.
Oh yeah, until he tells it.
Yeah,
Isn't that the discussion we just had?
where Fish said no, he didn't tell us.
Fish would say what the plan is after he goes, oh, crap.
And this, basically, he's wanting to know if you are describing what you know about Death's Domain.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that would have...
Oh,
Yeah, I would have said that and then when Jim speaks up, that's when this all came about.
okay. So that means I can put a spotlight on some of the information that the generous DM gave us. Death's domain moves through time, not just space.
Okay.
I'll look over there too.
Yeah.
If it could move through time, we could, in theory, go back to before the kidnapping.
Nix is gonna bounce.
Well,
Nix is gonna bounce up and down and point as a.
I do
I mean,
believe.
if we're already breaking rules.
I do believe those waters
do we know how
only.
to do that?
I do believe those waters only take you where you need to go.
Yeah, and we're not exactly
So if we enter
providing
there,
service work for death at this moment in time, so we shouldn't be there to begin with. And if we're already breaking rules.
well, I perform a service for death. So I do work for death.
I services
Yeah, and
death.
if we're here,
Shut the fuck up.
if we're here on a business trip to these waters, then we're going to go, collect souls. We're not going to go to the Dark Carnival. Now, if we're breaking the rules to get to the Dark Carnival, if this domain moves through time as well as space, like it was described, we could just go to before the kidnapping.
But are we able to do that is the other question. I mean, actually able to do that.
I think the question is are we able to manipulate where we go when we enter there? Is that right?
Yeah.
I mean, we were already planning on doing that, just without the time bit.
I think they're trying to figure out if they can go back in time or not, and if Death wants the Dark Carnival people dead or not. Is this a business or pleasure trip? What's
Well,
the ins and
Jin's
outs
gonna
of going through time travel?
Jin's gonna pipe up.
Pickle is getting heavy.
Boss, do you want them dead too?
What?
Death's
Speaking
gonna. You're
to,
just.
Hello.
Jin, you're going to
mean-
hear what sounds like papers rustling.
Yeah, fair enough.
Um,
Happy working, boss.
I think that I mean it wouldn't hurt. They're part of this messed up timeline. They shouldn't exist anyways. I mean,
Gotcha.
if you wanted to kill them, I wouldn't mind at all. Oh wait,
So-
sorry. I mean, yes, my soldier, go forth and reap their souls.
Don't worry, I was
Is this-
planning on it anyway.
Is this like a conference call that we're on?
Pretty much. This is turned into a conference call.
This is a conference call. That Death had to
So
put on his
precious.
business voice.
We just write their names in on the bottom of the list there.
I mean, if it is a conference call, I would definitely be like, so, I mean, we could, if you're willing to turn a blind eye to it a little bit, maybe perform some time shenanigans and preempt this kidnapping of a very important person.
Death's just gonna. I don't think you understand. I care not if she lives or dies. She's not important to me, and I do not monitor the waters. I am just a passenger like you, going where the sea takes me.
I'm just saying.
If you wish to try to travel through time itself, good luck. You're
I
going
mean,
to need it.
We've already done it. That's why you came after us in the first place.
Thank you, my lord.
Wait, he's gonna. I didn't come after you. You summoned me.
No.
You read the
you kinda
paper,
knew-
and I came. That is how it works.
Ah.
You chose to play the game.
We didn't exactly have a choice.
You could have left at any
had a-
time.
Sure. So what I'm hearing is, since we've already done it before, yeah, sure, go ahead and do it.
Well, let's try.
I'm not hearing a
see what
no, so
happens.
Nix gives thumbs ups.
Jin's gonna look at y'all. I don't like it, not one bit.
boo-hoo.
Well,
Boo-hoo.
my question is, what is the actual plan? We're going to go back in time and get the seer before it's captured?
No, we're gonna show up, kill the Dark Carnival, and then take her to safety. That way, it's
Okay.
a business trip.
Thumbs up.
Do we
Make
know
sure you
how much the
make
Dark
sure you
Carnival
keep
showed
your
up?
receipts.
I've turned in all these miles. I've traveled a lot. Death, I need a vacation.
It's like the business guy who takes the client out to a strip club and charges it all to the company credit card. Nah, it's not personal.
that.
This is business.
This is
It's like that
business.
one
We gotta
time-
unwind.
It's like that one time Seth spent $640 on alcohol on the company card.
Yup.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Wow.
His punishment was he couldn't use the company card for a week.
Oh my God, a week.
Wait, who did that?
The sprinkler guy named Seth.
Yeah.
You probably never met him.
No.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah, no, he told me that he didn't have the company card for a week because he spent $600 on alcohol one night.
What the fuck?
Just buying shots for the rest of the sprinkler guys.
And
What
their answer was like, no credit card for you for 1 week. You're grounded from
For a
credit card
week,
use
yep.
for a week.
Yep.
Oh, that's
I
funny.
think it's hysterical.
Okay, so what are we doing?
Well, Captain, what do you want to do?
I'm gonna point towards Zetas.
Committing war crimes for going back in time, killing the Dark Carnival, and saving Maglafar.
Maglaflare.
Thumbs up.
Well, I guess this is it then. And Jen's going to start making his way to the front of the boat.
No?
I feel like this is it. Here I'm going to the front. I thought you were dying or something. Like, what the fuck did I miss?
He's gotta open up a rift.
I
Gotta
got
use
that
his
now.
Fancy,
Go slow.
use his fancy death magic.
Death magic.
I will stand a little ways behind him and keep a lookout.
So,
Attention crew, below deck.
Jen's going to look at Fish. Oh, why did we do this? I believe I got to stay at the helm the whole time, so I'm going to need someone to bring me some water and some stuff.
Yeah, we can arrange that.
He's going to pull whatever card comes up and open the portal.
All right, let's go perform a miracle and save somebody from the past.
so Zetas, you pull out your scythe and you rip it back.
Zetas?
Or not Zetas, Jin. You pull your scythe back and you feel fabric and time ripping as you do this. There we go. And it's a draw on you, but the void rips open. You're going to need remove 20 points of your soul, please.
20 points of soul. Got
Yes.
it.
And as this happens, everyone sees that Jin starts to look a little more decrepit in appearance.
It'll be fine.
His eyes begin to sink in, and he kind of gets like a small, like almost like a skeletal frame starting to kind of appear.
Fish kind of takes a look at that and is curious to see if he can figure out what's going on with that.
You're free to take a crack at it if you'd like.
What would that be?
I mean, that would you could do religion, you could do arcana, or you could do survival,
Or you could just simply ask the guy that's holding
or you
it.
could ask him. That's an option too.
Yeah. I guess I'll go with the last option. What just happened to you?
Well, this be one of Death's weapons. It, when used in its full capacity, tends to have a drawback. A little too much use, and I go to full Reaper. All the time.
Do you regain yourself after time, or
There
is
be
that permanent?
ways. There be ways to regain. Might take a little time, but nothing is permanent.
Okay. Anything we can do to help?
Hold for supervisor. Out of character. I actually haven't thought about that. But Jen has never actually thought about that as a problem either.
It's never
That's
come
just
across
one
his
of-
mind.
It hasn't come across his mind. It's just part of the weapon. It's part of what it is. You know, it's a powerful weapon that has drawbacks. So it takes a little bit of me soul on occasion, and sometimes it will give it back. It all be about the luck of the draw.
So does reaping people help with that?
It depends on the draw. Each draw is a different weapon. Somewhat. They all be the same at the core, but each one has a slightly different effect.
It's gonna
All
poke
right.
it.
And if
Do
he says
what?
don't worry about it, don't worry about it.
Do what, Nix?
So it's a weapon you're using, right? So I'm gonna poke it.
Yes, it is. It is actually a weapon. He's actually got a scythe in his hands. And I
it's
guess
been-
when you poke it, it hums in response. I don't know.
Gonna just nod her head, look at you, and take a step back.
And Jin is going to envision the land of the dead, and off we go.
All right, we're working on that, okay?
Okay. So we're kind of in a
Things the
holding
DM
pattern at
did
the
not
moment.
account for it happening tonight.
Again.
Oh,
But yes, Nix,
that's
it is
perfect.
actually a weapon. 52 weapons, to be exact.
That's kind of cool.
He's gonna hold up his hand. Yeah, see me deck? And it's on his wrist.
Oh my god, he just showed you his deck. Did
Oh
you
god,
ask
stop.
to see his deck?
Deck pick.
It's huge.
All be luck of the draw.
With his deck.
And Jin is going to plant the end of the handle on the deck and use that to kind of guide us.
I guess Fish will make sure you're getting your water and whatever else you request, and keep an eye on the rest of the crew to see if they're changing.
Aye, yes, keep an eye on them. Most don't change for 6-7 days.
We'll bark out the order. All crew below deck. Unless you want to witness the horrors of the underworld.
Doesn't matter where you are. If you're in the underworld, you experience the underworld. Whether you be in your bunk or on the deck.
Yeah, but in their bunk, they don't have to look at it. They can just experience it. They don't have to visualize it.
Except the underworld comes to you. All right, I need to go grab some water while
Yeah,
we're kind of
we're gonna
holding
do
here.
a quick break here in a second.
Gotcha. So on today, on things I didn't know I could do, Jen can open a portal.
Look at that. We have our own.
You missed it last night, by the way.
I really just wasn't feeling it last night. I was like, I can't.
No, it's good. It's good. We learned that Lunacera is completely motivated by greed.
Yep.
To the point where she's willing to, murder kittens.
No, I missed that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
you did.
Jesus. Oh, that's fucking great.
Like we were trying to figure out how to do something, and Nyx is like chest. I'm like, friends to safety. And Nyx is like chest, and then she ended up murdering kittens for a chest.
That's
Oh my
okay.
God.
I technically came out of that later than I should have, because I was in starry form, which is a wild shape. Which when I go to 0, I drop out of wild shape and go back to my normal form with full hit points.
Well, except it wasn't doing hit point damage.
What was it doing?
It was just knocking you unconscious.
Yep.
Didn't do any damage, just knocked you unconscious.
The axe? The
someone put-
axe stabbed me in the head and did 8 points of damage.
Okay, no. So when I knocked you unconscious, it would have knocked you in form either way.
That's true. Okay.
And it was not an axe, it was a mace. I was hitting everybody with blunt damage because I'm, not I'm not trying to murder my friends, unlike Luna, who's like, fireball, 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 hellish rebuke, hellish rebuke, hellish rebuke.
I know. I can't seem to get them out. I blocked them, but it won't let me delete the comment.
Did you have a spam bot show up?
Yeah. Us spam bots showed up. Okay. Let's see. I don't want to edit the map. I want to view the
All right,
map.
I'm gonna go get me something to drink.
offline.
I'll be back.
Yep. Okay. Yes, we're done. No. Publish. Publish, 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 publish. Export as image. There we go. Save image. Saving image. Going over here. Creating a new world. What did your party do for you today? Made me create a brand new variant of their world.
What are the two clowns' names?
Dead and Deader.
Well, they're balloons, so it's like pop.
Jingo and
It's
Jingo.
Jingo.
And
It's
what
Jingo
did-
Jingo.
You can hear
What was
me,
their
Jingo,
shtick last time?
Jingo.
They're psychotic clowns.
Yeah, but they
They
actually
need-
had abilities to do things, right?
They've got the ability to die.
Choose file.
But no, they had like some supernatural bullshit going on.
Yes.
Piercing does a lot, though.
What did you save that file as? Did you save it as something it doesn't like? It's a JPEG, so it likes
Middle
the JPEG.
Decimate.
There it goes. Whoop. Whoop.
Just don't die.
Yeah, it's that easy. God.
And if you do, I mean, I still got a favorite token.
Me too.
Yeah, I've been thinking about mine.
We're gonna break so many rules.
You seem very excited.
Have you met my character?
Yes, I played alongside you for a while now.
Do you know how often I spend the night in the brig? I've got my own key to let myself in and out.
Okay, that I didn't know. I don't know.
It's great.
Being a captain, there's this new sense of like need to pay attention. I have a document open to take notes.
Okay, you're captain. I'm going to sass you now.
I know.
This is what you. Oh, I should have mentioned that in the election. Is that? Did you know, as captain, I'm going to be sassing you?
No, I didn't. Although I should have known. I just wanted to prove to myself I could. I didn't think I'd win. And I didn't think I'd be randomly freaking picked either when I tried to bow down.
Well,
I tried to give it. We have like 6 months or something to wait, I think, until next evals is what the boat said.
Yeah.
Yep, you weren't able to nix that vote.
I know, right?
Okay. I've done it.
All right, guys. Now that he's done it, we have to change it up again.
A long way.
I want a cigarette real quick, and then we'll continue on.
I don't see a giant koala anywhere.
Just say you don't
Wait,
see
why are we looking for koalas?
Okay, Lala.
It's the Star Trek thing.
Yeah.
I kind of feel bad for our DM. Like he keeps wanting to do things, and we just keep subverting his expectations.
Really shouldn't have used a dimensional door for ships. You know, that just gave us ideas.
I haven't looked yet. It's hilarious.
Okay, we're having a cigarette. Look at the new interdimensional map.
Fuck.
I think our DM is suffering the definition of insanity, by the way. I don't think
He's
he's
doing a good
quite.
job.
Well, I mean, he quite hasn't grasped the concept of that your players are going to do random things that you haven't accounted for, and he's like trying to make a script, and it's like I respect the gumption of trying to make a script, but you know,
We're following the script, just not in the order that the script was written.
I don't think he had crew traveling through Death's domain to prevent the kidnapping that's already happened on his bingo board.
Yet it was an option.
Well, he shouldn't have said through time. All right, he shouldn't have said the words through time.
Still a matter of seeing what we're going to run into when we get there.
True. Though these clowns don't exactly have the best track record.
Are they undead? Do we know?
No, but they. Actually, that's a good question. I don't think we do know.
Hmm. It would be interesting if they somehow got stuck in here.
Joe, that's how we deal with them. Right. Jin, new plan. When we fight Jingo Jango, open up a rift and we'll throw him through and close it. Make it somebody else's problem. Just take the problem and move it somewhere else.
And turn it into a lich.
That's stuck in the underworld. Therefore, not my problem. Oops, shit, fuck.
What?
I tried to jump on something and overshot. Doing a little bit of a power wash sim on the side.
All right, I has returned.
Welcome back.
Did I miss anything fun?
Discuss the futility of being a DM. Who tries to run with a script?
That's kind of why I just end up pulling Curse of Strahd out of my ass.
Also wondering
Wait.
what happens if we rip a tear into this place, push those guys through, and close it up.
Well, it depends on
You
if they
know,
have a Reaper or not. You got lucky because you have a Reaper on deck.
yeah. And if they don't, problem solved. Dark Carnival no more.
Oh, no, I
Think
understand that.
think
But
about it.
Totally
but it,
exploiting what we got.
but it also
Hell
takes a
yeah.
draw. It also takes a physical draw off of Jin.
Mm-hmm. That's why I've been paying attention to how weird you look.
So if they have a
Um,
Reaper, we'll kill their Reaper, throw them in here, and tough luck, losers, Lamount.
well, if you kill their Reaper, take the weapon. Make sure to take the weapon.
Is that safe?
Well, let me think. I gotta look at something here real quick. Okay, so once upon a time, Jin was mortal.
Alrighty.
Can your weapon break or be broken?
I don't think so. Like like it, so it basically works like a summoning. There's 52 different ones that can be summoned. They work like a card deck. You've got kings through aces, all four suits. And basically he draws one or summons the weapon, and whatever the draw is the weapon he gets.
So he has to have a catalyst to summon them.
No. He has a tattoo on his wrist that he draws his cards from. He draws the card actively from his tattoo.
Okay, so if we see they have a Reaper, dismember them.
Are you able to sense other Reapers?
That one will have to be talked about because I hadn't thought about that. But the way I wrote Jin out, or actually the weapon, was that there is a small group of Reapers who have gone up the ranks to the point where they're essentially Death's generals. And Jin is one of those. And I was kind of thinking maybe he was the first. Because Jin has been around for a long time. Out of character, he was really, really good friends with Faiza.
It all leads back to deities in one way or another with this group.
Okay, so him and Faiza, I like to think that they both came to power right about the same time.
Did you know Phaser is a deity?
Huh?
Do you know Phaser as a deity? Did you
Who?
know that Phaser
Jin?
did you know that Phaser was a deity?
Yeah. Yeah, they traveled
Okay,
together.
so they are pre-flood homies.
They're what now? I'm sorry. I'm having a understanding problem at the moment.
They are pre-flood homies.
Oh, yes, 100% pre-flood homies. To the point where they would call each other brother.
I'm just a normal cat going all over the place.
I'm just a normal catfish with a vendetta. I'm a catfish. You're a cat named Fish.
Oh, Fish, as Marcus is describing all these changes and whatnot that's going on with Jin, keep in mind that when you met Jin, he was 6'4" and he was damn near 400 pounds.
Okay. And what are you now?
So Marcus said he's slimmed down a little bit. It's more gonna be like weight because he's changing to his his actual form. Because at the very beginning, he is an Asmar. So he is an angel of death, essentially.
Alrighty.
And when I rolled Jin, I did not actually foresee going this route. I just wanted to do a 2-weapon fighter with katanas. And it was kind of fun, and then I got this idea, oh, hey, wait, why don't I try playing a Reaper? Essentially, what Jen did was went through the Soul Reaper process. If you've ever watched, or not Soul Reaper, Soul Eater process.
May have. That's a anime, right?
Yes,
It is.
it's a good one.
Believe I may have seen an episode of that.
It's there's actually not a lot of it. There's only one season. It's fan-fucking-tastic, though. I highly suggest you actually sit down and watch it. I think there's maybe, like, what, 50 episodes?
If that.
Maybe like 28 or something. I don't remember. Very, very good show, though. And I like Death the Kid, Zetus.
Yes, Death the Kid was pretty
He's
great.
one of my favorites because of the fucking everything has to be fucking perfect.
It has to be symmetrical. Everything must be symmetrical.
Or it will literally kill him.
All right, and I'm back.
Welcome back.
So, is everyone else back?
I don't know. Is everyone else back?
They should be. Julia?
So, Marcus, a question that I hadn't quite thought about
Yes.
yet. Can Jin sense the presence of other Reapers?
That would be something interesting that Jen could probably potentially find out about. Yes.
Okay, interesting. Because, he is the beast, and beasts rely on their smell heavily.
No time like the past.
Right, Back to the Future.
So,
We're gonna reverse Samurai Jack this bitch.
Right.
So I have an out of character question. We're in water.
actually, now that everyone's here, I'll tell you what you meant. So, as
Deep shit.
Jin navigates the ship into the rift, there's a groan and a moan, and the ship appears in the realm of the dead. Before you, you can see time itself evolving over the world. Buildings are collapsing and recreating. The the water is non-existent to an extent, but is at the same time. Um, as the ship moves in it, you can see that it is rippling, and that the water is it's giving a ripple effect. But beneath you is a nebula of color and beauty and wonder.
And
Mixed.
unimaginable horror.
And this is just kind of drawn to it.
It- Fish, keep an eye on the captain.
In the
She has
center,
an eye for shiny things, and everything here might be shiny.
in the center of everything, you can see a pool of souls being sucked towards a never-ending vortex. For a brief second, all the water below you drops. Dry land appears, and you see giant skyscrapers But you don't know what a skyscraper is. They're massive, tall buildings erected of steel and other reflective materials. There's a large explosion off in the distance, and you can see the water rapidly fill the environment and come back up as you are in a never ending cycle of watching time slowly happen over and over and over again.
Well, hey, it's the Great Flood.
Pay attention, kids. You might learn something.
I've already learned this. I don't
Well,
need this lesson. My book
They don't teach this in Sunday school, kids.
fish
taught
is
at my
gonna.
Sunday school.
The honey badger goes, Captain, I do not know anything about these waters. We are very much on uncharted territory here. Uh, I I am switching the honey badger to manual mode.
I,
Um,
Badger, don't worry, I got you. But can you do cartographic work?
as I sell, I will pick up data. Some of the stuff looks familiar, but it's rapidly changing, so I can't guarantee.
Well, that'd be fine. We'll guide you. You collect data.
While
So
he's steering, Fish is gonna explain the last time that he saw the seer from that initial vision,
okay.
and keep an eye out to see if anything looks familiar to point us in the right direction.
Well, it's funny that you would say that because you could see a large beacon of light off in the distance. I mean, it is bright as the sun.
I look over to Jin. I point in the direction of the light, and I'm like, "Do you see that very large beacon of light?"
Jin's gonna turn his head. Oh, thanks. Didn't quite see that. And he's gonna shift his act or his scythe in that direction to kind of will us that way.
Hold on,
I
I
do.
gotta make it.
I do believe that to be our destination.
So as you turn and scan the horizon, you can see a multitude of these lights fluctuating in between bright and dim, much like a star. Some of them dimming almost to nothing, and then again brightening up. And all of this seems to happen as the time is shifting beneath you.
Marcus, I have sent you a direct message.
And Fish will do his best to assist in the navigation, since he seems to have a connection.
So you begin wheeling the ship forward, and I would need a couple of perception and checks from you,
From who?
Zadis.
Okay. Okay. Which one would you like me to make first?
Make 2 perception checks, and we'll go from there.
Oh, and boom. Please do that. Please do that. Please do that.
So you
One of
notice
them's good.
around the area where Thanik is supposed to be submerged, there is a beacon of light that seems to be the dimmest of them all at points in times, and one of the brightest of them all. So,
Okay.
as y'all continue to make your travels, everything is fine for what feels like the first hour or two. And you've realized you've gotten drastically closer to your target, at least its location. Maybe not its time, but most certainly its location. As you come up, you can see the Frost Island off to the side where Spline's at, and you can see that at moments it has no beacon, and then you can see a beacon come rocketing out of nothingness and appearing there, growing bright and then slowly dimming out, and then disappearing altogether.
Can we try and figure out which direction in time we're going?
That's the thing. At this point, no one has done that. I mean, you're heading to your location, and time seems to be just continually cycling over and over and over again, with very small variants happening each time.
So from that, I'm assuming we're just going to have to tear open at the proper time.
That is correct.
Awesome.
So once we get there, we will watch a cycle or two, and then find a pattern, and then jump from there.
Yes, but don't remember remember we cannot stay here for too long.
A cycle or two is not going to be, shouldn't be, I should say, shouldn't be that problematic, I wouldn't think.
So the next
Fair point.
few hours that it feels like passes through, time still cycling over and over and over again with each variant slowly changing. You make your way, and I need everyone to make me a Constitution saving throw, with the exception of Jin.
What?
Score for Captain.
How? How did I only roll an 8?
Except for Jin.
Oh, did he say except for me?
Yep, well, except for Jin.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't hear that part. My bad.
So at about this time, Zetas, you begin to feel weak. You can kind of feel like you're slightly fading. Fish, you're the same. A group of your crew members come walking up below the deck. Captain, we don't feel so good. As they collapse into a pile of dust and then get blown off the deck of the ship. You have lost 5 of your crew members.
Yeah, I'm not feeling so hot myself.
Jin's
Nyx
eyes
is-
are gonna go wide the fuck open.
It's fine.
That's a lot faster.
Death did say time works differently here, but it's fine.
I'll
We
make
have
it.
to make the jump. We have to make this jump.
Jin's gonna try to will us forward a little faster.
You make yourself available above the Dark Carnival. You can see it going from an island to a giant castle to ruin. You can see the waters flooding and filling it up. Little people running, lights running as night and day go by faster and faster. It feels like more time has passed. It almost felt like that part of the trip took about 8 hours. You feel like you've been in here for almost 24 hours now. I need everyone, except for Jin, to make a Constitution saving throw.
Well,
Good.
Oh no. That's no bueno.
I mean, technically, if you're within 10 feet of me, you get a +3.
So another set of
okay.
crew members come up to the deck, and they're grasping at themselves. We don't feel so good. As they kind of just lay down and go to sleep. Fish, at this point, you can feel yourself losing consciousness. As you do, reality begins to fade back and forth. You can see yourself going back to the life you had before. You see it flashing before your eyes. Nyx, at that point, too, you begin to feel very, very weak. It's at this point, everyone would notice that you're kind of tipping every so often. As you, what is the 51 for?
So I've been playing around with a theory in my head of when Nyx would snap out of something. And I was rolling for the two times tonight, and I figured high roll would be when she kind of snaps into that.
Gotcha.
You remember what I was referring to?
Yes.
Crusher being a captain breaks the silence.
At this point, if it's okay if I could talk.
Yeah, go for it.
So at this point, Nyx is going to stand up and her whole demeanor is going to change completely. And she's going to look kind of like stern and rigid. She's going to turn to Jin and speak very softly. How much longer do we have?
Well, couple days at best. Unless you mean to the time.
Until we were supposed to be there. She's also going to kind of look over at Zetas.
Marcus, do I have any idea how close we are?
You can give me a religion and I hate you so much, Cat. Survival check, please. As well. So no, you can't really tell exactly much time. You're still new to the whole death reaping thing. However, you would begin to realize that things seem to fluctuate and that as you get closer to this area, there's moments and times where there's the lights bright as all get out and the pull is so much that it's almost like a what you would think a whirlpool effect where space and time sinks down and then as it goes it rebounds back up plane again. With each fluctuation the time feels longer and longer.
We don't have long, Captain. We need to get out.
She's going to turn back to Jin. Yes, we need to get out as soon as possible. Why are they being taken so fast? Is it a mind matter concept?
Time
Death
moves
said
differently
time works
here.
different.
So you have made it to the Dark Carnival, and you can see it again fluctuating, and every now and then that divot kind of sinks down, and you can see souls cycling into it and souls cycling out of it on the backside. A turbulent vortex creates a bright light of souls as the beacon appears and grows ever brighter.
Why are we at the Dark Carnival? I thought we were going to Maglafar. Yeah.
I was told you're going to you're following the beacon, right?
True,
I
I
thought-
suppose.
Thought we were looking for a beacon to Naglafar.
That yes, you were looking for a beacon to Naglafar.
Before being captured.
Yes, before being captured.
Well, I'm unconscious anyway, so
We need to jump as soon as we can. I'm going to look at Zetas. Oh, sorry.
Marcus, how close are we to the bright one?
You can tell you're getting close now. You can see the well starting to divot and draw in. As well as the light There's a voice that appears in everyone's head. It was a trick I never left. And you can see it sink in the deepest it's ever sank, and the light grows the brightest it ever has.
Wait, who's the voice? Who didn't leave?
Naglafar's voice comes into everyone who knows who Naglafar's head is, who is not unconscious, and says, I never left.
Well, Nyx is gonna look confused.
It's at that time you're going to notice a secondary light appear, a very dark light, purple in hue. And there's going to be this feeling that you're going to feel. It's as if a nightmare was reaching out to you.
Yep, time to go.
I am going to need you to give me an attack roll with one of your scythes.
Give me a second. I gotta remember how we did that. You want me to just roll one off the grim table?
That's fine. Any scythe that you already have, you can go ahead and roll it and use it.
I don't remember what the scythe actually rolls. I'm sorry.
Don't you have scythes?
For the attack roll.
You should have scythes with attack rolls.
Yeah, I don't actually have a physical one in my.
Just roll a 1d20 plus proficiency plus your strength.
Or would it be dex or strength?
Strength. It's only dex if you're a monk, and you're not a monk.
1d20.
Or a finesse weapon, which a scythe is not.
Plus 4 plus strength plus 2. So 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11.
That's 11. Okay. Roll me a survival, roll me a religion.
Oh.
Oh no.
So you run quickly to the front and you rip the hole in space and time. But you misjudge your rip a little as the ship gets sucked in.
No. This is about to go off the rails.
It always has been.
As you appear, you realize that you are in the sky.
Oh no.
And the honey badger is plummeting straight down towards the dark carnival. You can see the moment as you're falling. Off in the distance, the honey badger is sailing away as if you had just left there in this timeline.
Somebody look for a potted plant.
That means Jingo and Jangle are still currently popped. All right. I'm gonna bark our orders for brace for landing.
Anyone else?
I can't help anything. I could kill fish potentially if I shoot them before we land. That's the best I can do. Oh, I could run first. I could jump out and like dash.
I know. Okay. Do I still have my charm?
You do, yes.
Hey Thanic, we are about to make a very hard landing. Could there be any possibility of maybe a geyser to catch us?
I can do that. As you begin
Appreciate you.
hit the water,
Love you.
you feel a big surge of water just hit the ship. Everything shakes as you slowly ride the geyser down, and you will find yourself on the west side of the island.
Shaken, not stirred.
And Jin is
Next.
gonna, Jin is gonna fall to the deck in he's like, oof, unconscious now.
Yeah, because you're also going to lose 30 soul points.
30 more.
If this is
30 more.
out of 100, you are halfway there.
Fine, he said he can get him back. I trust him. What's he gonna do? Lie to us?
Eventually,
Is,
he can get him back.
Does Fish regain consciousness now that he's not in the
Well, I do
domain of
need
death?
everyone to give me a constitution saving throw. So, although you did not smash into the water, it was still a pretty jolting experience.
It-
So,
It was still rough, but could have been worse.
well, Jen, you're unconscious, so it's cool.
No,
All right,
fair enough.
Now I need a dex from Nyx and
Where's my con?
Zetas. Well, never mind. Zetas, you're good. Nyx, I need a dexterity. So with the flash, everyone but Nyx is knocked unconscious. Nyx,
Fucking awesome.
you you fall to your knees as you grab onto the wheel, the splash. You see everyone just kind of bounce on the ground. Everyone is out of it. You are like just standing there. The crew is knocked out. Everybody is knocked out.
Not everybody. Not my golem.
Your golem nearby.
That's below deck.
Hmm.
So
All right, so Nyx, we'll go ahead.
at this point, the ship kind of stops talking, and you just hear this light moan. And you can feel that the ship is in pain. And no one can hear you.
I'm gonna go up and kind of pet the ship where we talk to it, and I'm gonna thank it. Then I'm gonna go start shaking Zeta's fish and Jen, see if I can wake them up.
Okay.
Jin's not going to be waking up at the moment.
Well, I'm still gonna try.
Zetas, give me a con save with advantage.
On with advantage. That's cool.
So you are shaken awake.
Oh, little rougher, but better than the alternative. Oh God, my head.
Everyone is knocked down, and then I'm gonna go and shake fish.
Fish, make a con save with advantage. Fish, you too begin to regain consciousness as you can feel your soul being filled back into your body.
And I'm gonna try Jen.
So Jin looks like a mummified corpse.
I'm gonna get close and kind of scream, and I'm gonna turn to fish and Zetas and kind of like he's dead. He's dead. He won't wake up, and he looks dead.
He's fine. It's part of his job description.
I'll come over and check him just for good measure.
He has no pulse, but he is breathing.
Well, that kind of tracks, I guess.
Nyx is gonna look to fish. Can you heal him?
Let's see what happens. I try to heal him 1 point.
Okay, you can heal him 1 point. And Jin, you can feel the presence of your friends around you as your mind seems a little muddled, but you're able to come to consciousness now. Though there's an urge. There's an urge that someone needs to be reaped.
Oh.
me head. Oh, me everything hurts. And then he's gonna kind of stop. I smell something. Something needs to die.
Can you be more specific?
Is it? Can I tell if it's like near, far?
It's on
Marcus?
the island.
I do believe it. It'd be our good friends, Jingo and Jango. I do believe they be who marked for death.
Well, that's probably a good thing for us.
I mean, that's kind of why we're here, so... Do we still see the honey badger, taking off in the distance?
No, you're on the other side of the island at this point.
Okay, but we did see it as we were coming down.
Yep.
All right. So, I think I saw us leave as we were coming down. So, they should be pop and doing whatever psycho clowns do. So, hopefully we can get more than the literal drop on them.
Is that when we escaped originally?
Yes.
Nyx is going to look around at anyone else here. Naglafar? The one name I get right?
Yes.
What is...
I'm a little fuzzy on that.
She said we were getting tricked, which I'm glad she did.
So as you look and you can observe, you are kind of beached. Like the water caught you, but the honey badger is in too shallow of water to move at this moment.
It's got legs, and we're not going anywhere right now. We got people to murder.
Yeah, the honey badger needs to rest up.
You can see that it begins to breathe and slowly goes to sleep. The crew is unconscious too, as they were not well off from the impact.
I go check the babies.
They are knocked unconscious as well.
Okay, but a little
But
banged
are
up,
they
but not worse for
alive?
wear.
Yes, they're a little banged up, but no one is critically injured.
Badger,
Okay.
you should probably play dead.
As the ship goes to roll on its side,
Not bad.
Gotta sell the show, you know.
All right, so right, sneaking in, busting heads. What's the game plan?
We should make sure our crew is fine and then plan our attack.
I'm sure they're fine on the dead ship. If everyone just stays here, it should be better for them. I will set my goal to protect while we go out and finish what we started.
Gives a confirmation nod. Does anyone have any ideas for attack?
Does anyone remember what shape they were in when we left?
Not the best, if I remember.
Deflated balloon.
Yeah. Because we had just robbed them of quite a bit of their men, quite a few of their men.
Does anyone have any idea where Naglafar is?
Probably safe at home, sipping some tea.
Okay, well, so Naglifar wasn't captured?
Um, she said she wasn't. At least I think I heard her say that she wasn't. Um, and we're at a time before the supposed capturing of the Naglifar. So I don't think it. Time is weird.
Wibbly wobbly, timey wimey.
So is this a no hostage situation?
This is the clowns must die situation.
I don't know.
This is
Really not?
this is get the Reaper in front of the clown so he can do his job.
Okay.
All right,
Well,
let's
that
move
would.
out.
You
We
know,
need to
you
move towards the
you
thing.
could reach out and see if you can feel her. Fish.
Yeah, I shake my head and. Yeah, let me see if I can figure that out.
She is on the island.
Do I get a sense of which direction?
She is where the um where the um carnival itself is at. If you start looking at the island, you'll see what looks like a clearing and a passageway.
I relay that information to everyone and get up a little shakily, and we should probably go that direction. And I don't know, is there any kind of way to look for traps or whatnot, since this is their island, I believe?
Do you booby trap your own home when you're staying there?
The
The
back door,
entrances.
maybe. I'm just saying we may want to keep an eye out.
Yeah, no doubt, but I don't think it's gonna be as well fortified, especially if they're not expecting us back so quickly.
Regardless,
Here's
I
her.
will keep an eye out for traps, even though I don't have any special skills on that. And I guess I will lead the way towards Maglifar.
I'm following closely behind.
Question: we're on the opposite side of where we commenced the jailbreak, correct?
Correct.
Okay, so we shouldn't have much resistance. Considering we did a terrible job of sneaking out of that place.
Yeah, that was pretty rough.
But it worked.
It did.
It did work.
Does anyone know of any other entrances besides the one we left?
No, I nixed up.
Or was there only the one?
You were prisoners in there.
There was
Marcus, I was here before everybody else, right? At the
Ye-
carnival.
Yes, you and Jin were, or you and Fish were.
Okay.
and
What about where they brought us in?
You only knew of the one way in.
Oh, okay.
it's not like they take prisoners on a tour or anything.
Well, maybe we'll spot something on the way.
So, if you look upon the island, you would notice that there is a clear pathway that seems to lead to something.
Does
and
it look ominous in anywhere?
no, it looks like a regularly used pathway.
Can I sneak down it to get kind of a sense for stuff?
Yeah, roll sneak.
Plus 3 million.
It's over 9,000. Jesus.
Jesus Christ.
I
16
scout.
fucking stealth.
Where'd the captain go?
Oh, doing captain things.
Oh no, we're off the ship now. I was gonna ask Badger.
So you scout down the pathway very easily. It's not ominous. There's no real traps. In fact, it looks like it's kind of more like a hangout. There's like empty rum bottles, there's a towel, some busted chairs. It's like this is some place that someone goes to get away from it all. Like you've noticed this in the back of some taverns where the cook likes to go when no one's looking. And ahead of you you can see a door that just says warning, do not enter, punishable by Jingo and Django.
Did we transition maps?
No, you have not transitioned map yet.
Okay. I just wanted to double check. That's my issues I was having last night.
No, I have not transitioned maps yet.
Can I go to the door and kind of listen to see if I can hear anything on the other side, check to see if it's open, if there's traps, that kind of thing, real quick?
You go to the door just fine, and you put your ear against it. It's too thick for you to really tell. It sounds like you might hear like someone just kind of having a casual conversation, but it's not detailed enough for you to tell how many or what it's about.
Okay, so then I would like to grab a couple of the rum bottles and head back towards everyone to let them know what I discovered.
Okay.
I'm not
Now I
gonna
know where the rum's
100%.
gone.
I'm not gonna. What do you call it? Like, I mean, I can sneak back, but I don't feel like I have to because of how thick the door is. But I'm not being super loud either. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
And when I get there, I'm offering everyone the bottles.
There is bottles of rum.
All right.
Maybe once we're done, Captain.
Hopefully celebratory. And then I explain about what I heard and saw, and then kind of start walking back that way.
So your captain's
Jin's
talking
gonna
about the
follow.
door. Are you going to follow your captain, or are you going to stick back?
Jin's gonna follow.
Following Captain.
Fish?
I will follow and attempt to be somewhat stealthy.
So if you're going to try to stealth, give me stealth rolls. If you're going to just walk normally, give me no rolls.
Eh.
I mean, you think you're sneaky. You're not that sneaky.
Yeah, try not to step on big crackly things.
So for the most part, it really seems like this place is untouched, unmonitored, unsupervised even. It's almost like it's not even guarded. In fact, it's not guarded. There's no remnants that this entrance is guarded by any means. Almost like the people who built it figured that no one would be able to make it to this side of the island.
All right. So
What was that?
Sorry.
Before I was gonna say before we got to the door, can my character walk as if I would walk in real life? You know how
Sad and
quiet
kind of
that is?
depressed feeling?
Well, no, just how quiet it is.
Ninja walk without effort.
It do be. It do be. I used to sneak up on him. Well, not really sneak. I used to just walk up on Marcus for fun and watch him freak out.
That's not fair. I'm ADHD. I was hyper focused. I could care less what was around me.
Right.
Especially that one time when he was sitting in the van eating carrots for like 2 minutes with me standing there right next to him before he realized I was there.
You know, that's messed up because I'll just stand there when he doesn't know.
He really enjoyed them carrots.
They were good.
All right.
Um, so,
So,
sorry.
plan for the door. You said somebody's on the other side.
I hear it sounds like some conversation.
Did it look like it was locked at all?
Nope, it's free. It's open, no traps.
So maybe I open the door and you take out whoever's on the other side.
Sorry, she just had to think for a moment. Laser, shiny, or quiet, deadly? Okay.
Or you could send the Reaper in and scare the shit out of him.
Oh yeah, Mr. Reaper, does that smell stronger now?
I don't know, is it, Mr. DM?
Oh, it most certainly is.
Does it appear to be coming from behind this door?
Yes, it is.
He's going to take a good hard sniff. Something. It's whatever it is. It's behind this door.
All right.
So, do we want to go quiet or loud?
Let's
Well-
assess the situation.
I don't know that any of us are going to be all that quiet, except for one.
So, are we busting down the door?
Nyx is
When
kind
are we
of.
not?
Jen's going to take 2 steps back.
Nyx is putting her hands up. Wait!
What? What do you want now?
Let me sneak in and kind of see what we have, and then
Give it a
come
blue
in.
blade.
Give me a head start, and then come in after a few moments. So, air of surprise, thumbs up. What you think? I sneaky?
If they're on the other
mean-
side of the door, they're going to know the door open.
I don't know. Have you seen how sneaky the captain is?
Yeah, but how sneaky is the door?
This is true. This is true.
So wait, am I going
The
to try
heavy
to
door.
open the door?
Wait, hold up before we do that. Hold on. Yeah, I want to check something. I could.
Jen is going to reach in his bag and pull out his dread helm and put that on.
Oh, you don't have silence prepared. Um,
Is it possible to
can I cast
sneakily?
mending on the door to make it good as new so it's squeaky clean?
It
Well,
doesn't
not squeaky.
look damaged. It doesn't look like it's like squeak. It doesn't look rusted. There's nothing about the door that would indicate that it is in any way mangled or messed up or is going to be loud.
Can I sneakily
Nope.
open the door?
You can give a sleight of
No
hand to
rust
open the
on a
hand.
door that's on the outside on the ocean.
Yes.
This must be some primo hardware. Holy shit!
It's
Somebody
well-made
found
well-made
his
hardware.
supplier. Somebody found his supplier. That's some good shit.
Give me a sleight of hand, Nix. The door opens with no sound whatsoever.
I'm gonna tell everyone to wait a second, and then I would like to sneak to assess who's there and how many. Oh, look, the map.
I'm
Get
waiting
dark.
for the reveal. I'm waiting for the gut punch reveal.
And should I roll stealth?
Hold on. Patience.
I'm nervous, okay?
Waiting for the gut punch reveal. Because
Next,
it's Marcus,
Third
there's gonna
clown
be-
Chongo.
next you open the door. And should be light. You should be seeing stuff now.
I see like the very, very top.
That
Like-
is all you need to see.
Okay, cool.
So as you're there, you You realize that this is the prison. You are in a secret door in the prison, and you can see two um,
Clown?
two guards, two guards talking and looking at each other, and they're just having a conversation. Well, not guards. They're the clowners.
What that?
Those are that's my spectator.
Oh, okay. So not an active character. Got it.
No, it is a so that people online can watch the room because it's got explore mode on.
Okay. Can I tell if there's any voices beyond this area?
You don't really hear any voices beyond this area. They are most certainly
Most certainly the only ones.
they're most certainly talking louder than what you can hear. The door is closed, so you can't really necessarily see too much beyond it.
And what are they talking about?
They're talking about how. Did you hear about Timmy? He got so wasted last night at the Cove. It's a good thing Ralph really kept that door, or the guards would totally catch us when we all come out here to party at night.
Okay. Can I just take headshots and then bring everyone in? They said no prisoners, no hostages.
I guess.
So I want to first hit the one that's, if there's any facing me, that's the first
No
one.
one is facing you. Their heads are to you. It is a surprise and a sneak attack simultaneously.
And it's advantage.
So they're dead.
And then
You got to do your little thing.
what's a little thing?
You have to like mark them or something.
She does.
I no,
I
she
mean-
doesn't have to roll. I mean, they're dead.
Hold on, because that's not my sneak attack one. I don't know which one I'm hitting. Did any of it show?
No.
Touch it.
It did
Okay,
not.
so that and that. Anything now?
No.
Why is it not rolling?
I don't know. What did you do wrong? What are you trying to
You
hit
have
him
it
with?
on public or
Yeah, I don't see anything either on my end. I'm trying to hit the sneak attack and the rifle.
So you want the rifle? And a sneak attack?
Yeah, for the second one, because if it's surprise, I get a second shot right away.
And then you get a second shot.
Like I said, they're just dead.
So there's just a silent as their heads pop like a pimple, and they fall to the ground dead as a doornail.
All right, when they're done, I'm gonna go back and tell everyone it's safe to come into the room quietly.
Jen's gonna kind of pipe up. Well, one of them could have told us which way to go.
She's gonna nod slowly, not considering that.
Aren't you like death's attendant? Can't you talk to the dead people?
Oh,
Ha!
that is a good point. Hold on.
Who is
give me a
coming
second.
inside is all I need to know at this moment.
Jen's coming in. I don't have any spells to actually do that.
Who else is coming in? Because Jin comes in. Who else?
I'll come in.
Okay.
I will bring up the rear.
So you enter the room, and it's the prison. You can hear talking coming down from the hall.
Is that door there? Is that cracked?
It is closed 100%.
Oh, okay.
Is not cracked.
Okay, it's just the lighting.
Yes.
Can I read the bodies? Sorry.
I mean, you could try to take stuff off the bodies. What do you wish to take off the bodies?
Anything valuable? And also, I'm looking for those stones.
They have a pile of those stones. Each one, both of them have one of those stones, and all they have is a short sword and a hand crossbow on them.
Okay, I don't care about that, but I'm going to show the stones to Fish.
I don't say anything, but just mime that we should probably get rid of those.
Mix can't remember, but she's going to show her, what is it called? Bag of holdings.
Mm-hmm.
And, okay, she's going to drop them in there then.
Okay. I don't have control of my token.
Now you should.
Very laggy. I'm gonna go over to the door and examine it, see how well maintained this one is.
It is not well maintained.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. Nyx would like to use her hat to make herself look like one of the ones she's just boomed. Headshot.
So you're going to use your hat to disguise yourself as one of the clowners.
Yep.
Alrighty. And most certainly can do that.
And of course, underneath her left ear now, you'll see a little N tucked away behind it, but noticeable.
I will stand back from the door and let the captain take care of things.
Oh, Lord.
I'd like to try to quietly and open this door just to kind of hear down and be prepared just to play it off as if I'm just opening the door and then returning back to what I was doing if anyone notices.
So, what would you like to do again? I'm sorry.
I want to try to quietly open the door, and if it fails, I'm going to act like I'm just looking down the hall, closing it, or closing it, but not all the way. I'm going to leave it open a crack and pretend like I'm walking back into the room.
Okay, go ahead and open it.
Sleight of hand?
So you trust. I don't think you need a sleight of hand because you're disguised as one of them, right?
Yeah, but I'm trying to not bring attention still. Or do you think it won't matter if I look like them?
I don't think it'll matter if it looks like them.
All right, then I'd like to open the door and kind of just hear what and see whatever's on the other side.
There is there's really well, you should be able to open the door. And then if you move
Cool.
forward, it should show you things. You should be able to see the light. Can you not see beyond the door?
I can see. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 individuals.
That is what you see as you crack the door and look out it.
I'm gonna leave it opened, and I'm gonna kind of go over here, away from the opening, and just or put up 9 fingers.
I'll nod.
I too will nod.
Jen's got the idea.
It's gonna look around, kind of see. She's gonna shrug.
I'll motion as I'll point to myself and kind of give a questioning look of, and then point which direction.
Um, as in which direction the people are?
I will point to myself, kind of like which direction, then point to Jin and point to Zetas,
Oh,
and also gesture which direction.
got it. Nyx is gonna kind of like gesture for everybody to huddle up in the same area.
So you are huddling up in the same area?
Yeah, so I'm gonna try to have it to because I see where everyone's standing for where nobody else will be seen or I to kind of go in and strategically one after the other kind of go for attack concept.
So you are going to try to strategically snipe each person? Is that what you're saying?
Or whoever can, help out with this.
And are you conveying this to your party?
I am trying to, but I'm pretty sure I'm failing at it.
Captain was doing so good. She was almost speaking, and now she's quiet again.
Well, that's
We
only
can
because we're
just-
supposed to be quiet.
We're in the. We have a room right here that's quiet where we can like huddle up and whisper to each other.
Oh, okay, yeah. So you still didn't move your character over. So how do I know if you're in the huddle?
I'm in the huddle.
I'm in the
So-
huddle.
Nyx is gonna whisper. So do we want one of them alive?
Well, it could be handy.
Okay, so there's 9 in there. I say we pick one. You want the one closest to us? Maybe we go knock them out first and kill the rest. Because the way I'm looking at it, the less people we have to fight when it's bad, we take down by surprise, the better. But that's just my opinion. I'd love to hear from the rest of.
Well, I say we just kill till the last one.
Did we not kill these people the last time we were here?
Now it's a different part of the island.
We're in the secret cool spot.
Yeah. Well, I'm not very good ranged.
I'm gonna aim for the ones then first. That's the furthest. Wait, yes.
Don't we have like the sending stones? Can't we like? Hey, saw some interlopers on whatever side of the island that's not over here. See if
What if
anyone
they come
goes
back?
that way. I mean, we're just trying to do a smash and grab, and if we get to our target first, I don't care who we have to kill on the way out.
Thumbs up. I'm gonna fish into my bag of holding unless anyone objects and hand one of the stones to Zeta.
Hold up. Let me listen to them. Is any of them talking out in the room there?
They're kind of talking back and forth with each other.
I'm gonna focus in on a couple of them and just listen for like a minute or two and see if I can kind of get their cadence and everything in my head.
Well, they all have a different voice, and it's all over the place.
I'm aware. I have an ability.
Okie dokie.
I am going to try and act.
Got it.
He's an actor.
You're an actor.
Let's see
He's an
here.
actor.
You must have heard the person
prestige.
speaking or heard the creature making the sound for at least 1 minute. Successful wisdom insight check contested by your charisma deception check allows a listener to determine that the effect is faked. So I'm doing a charisma deception. And I have advantage.
I'm not going to ask why the paladin has advantage on deception.
We're very charismatic. We believe everything we say.
That doesn't necessarily give you advantage on deceiving people.
Yeah, it does. Come on. Everyone knows that.
Maybe only in America.
Everyone knows that.
I am trained.
Okay.
All right.
So the goal is what exactly? As I'm trying to gauge this out here.
I guess we're trying to tell them that there are more intruders out by the where we left, I guess, is the plan, right?
Just somewhere that we're not at.
Bark.
Somewhere away from here that we're not at.
Do we know where we're at?
Vaguely. We know where we're at. We know where we are at. We know how the island looks from, above. And we know where we just left from. Past us left from.
You would
So-
also know that you've seen this area before.
Okay, that's
It's the
what
prison.
I wanted to know. Well, I wanted to know if it was the part I was in, or if there was more to it that may be unfamiliar.
Nope, it's right. If you were to look out the door, you'd see your cell right there.
All right, since I know where I'm at and what the rest of the place probably looks like, I will try to mimic one of the people here that I've heard.
Tell them the honey badger is back and she's attacking.
Yeah.
They'll go for that hook, line, and sinker.
Well, not that we're gonna have to say that there's something going on the outside there, and maybe move them that direction so that they're away from Django and such. Because I'm assuming somebody's on the outside keeping watch.
At this point, they're probably taking to their boats to give us chase.
Did they?
If I remember correctly, they did.
They were chasing after you, yes.
Okay. I guess I'm gonna say that there's another group attacking from the appropriate location outside that I remember from my memory.
Yeah, 1 second. So the Aruru's are done. Okay. So y'all sit down and Fish, you're trying to convince them to leave through the
Sending stones.
sending stones.
Basically, they need reinforcements at the front.
Okay.
Somebody else is attacking.
So go ahead and you can do that, and then roll me deception.
Didn't you say you get advantage or something?
I do.
He rolled it at advantage.
I hadn't looked at it yet. I mean, 16's not bad. 16 is not bad.
It's an insight check versus that, so hey. But try and figure out that it's not a voice that they recognize.
Immediately stuff it back in the bag.
There's probably one confused person over here.
So you see, if you're looking at the door, you'd see kind of some movement starting to make their way forward. And then over the sending stone, you would hear a voice. I said, stop right now, everyone. I've just confirmed at the front. No one is attacking. Hold your positions.
I give the sending stone back to Nyx.
At about that time, if you're looking at the door, you would see a very familiar face coming up. She would tell everyone else, the other mothers want you. Make your way down. As she begins to giggle, you can see several of them leave, but yeah, you're very familiar with her.
We familiar with her?
Oh, you are. Nope. If you look out the door, you'll see her.
So I'm going to peek around at the door.
You see Leah the Sword Eater.
Okay, well, we can't kill it. That'll cause a paradox.
After you said that, Nyx is going to start putting her rifle back down.
Or, because time is weird, we kill her anyway. And the problem will fix itself out later.
Nyx is going to start picking her rifle back up.
I don't know how time works, alright? Time is weird. I know time just works, and yeah, that's about it.
I kind of motion that shrug and kind of give that, well, whatever.
She calls out, you do know that we can see through the stones too when you're using them, right? I couldn't hear you. What?
Sorry, what helping Mary inside? I didn't really realize what happened. So we're being talked directly to. I missed something. I'm sorry.
Yeah, she just sent the other people away and is talking directly at us now. That's what had happened.
Got it. Missed that. Sorry.
I'm not sure how you got by us to get back in here, or where the rest of your little friends are. But I can tell you, this time you won't be leaving.
You know, you've said this a couple of times.
I'm sorry, this is the first time we've ever met.
Yes and no.
Shut up,
You
Zedus.
look very familiar.
Okay, she obviously knows we're here. I'm gonna step in the doorway.
Okay.
Yes and no.
Do you drag and drop it into your thing? You go to laser gun, and then you drag it onto your character sheet, and it'll add it. So she's gonna look at you and go, "Oh, who are you, little man? Are you my new plaything?"
Again, yes and no. Because let me tell you, it's been a weird last couple days, and I'm not sure what's going to happen in your future, my past.
Why don't we not divulge information that we don't need to?
Personally, I'd like to shoot her.
Personally, I'd like to shoot her.
Do I remember if this is the one that poisons people, or is that one of the other ones?
We fought her, and I believe we fought her on the ice island.
Yes, you did. And yes, she is one of the ones that does poison damage.
I didn't look at my character sheet.
She's going to just look and go, "I don't know what you're talking about, plaything." And you can see that she's trying to get this like face of seriousness and like professionalism, but it's just hard for her. And she begins to giggle.
No. It's okay. We're having a. I don't want to say a friendly conversation. You don't have to keep up the business appearance here. So some fundamental rules have been broken, and I'm not sure how to proceed with this, but you should be getting on your fancy beetle ship and be chasing after us because we just left.
But you're here. And you see her reach down and stretch her mouth open. And as she does, she reaches in with one hand and she pulls two swords out.
Yes, we've seen this trick.
Hunter's
I'm
Mark.
gonna cast protection from poison on myself.
Come, plaything. Come, plaything. Come play with me, big boy.
Jen's
I'm gonna look at every.
Oh,
I'm going
let
to
me
attempt
through.
to. I'm going to attempt a persuasion check.
Okay.
I know how it's probably going to turn out, but I want to do it to say I did it.
So what are you doing exactly?
Look, in about 2 days from now, you should be arriving on a frozen island to catch us, which you do a good job. I guarantee you'll be a much better plaything there.
Persuasion at disadvantage.
Yeah, time is weird. Man, that nat 20 would have been nice.
She looks at you and goes, "I'm sorry. I can't do that. They'd peel my skin instead of yours."
Look, they don't even know we're here. They just got pumped.
She's going to point, and there is going to be a rapid session fire at you, Zadis.
Okay, so how big is the door here?
It is big enough for one person to stand in.
Okay, so can I pull him out from the doorway?
Give me just a second to do some stuff, and then we can see if you can react faster than they do. That's 1, 2, 3. Oh, Jesus. Okay.
All right. How does my dagger of warning interact with this?
How does your what?
I have a dagger of warning.
I have no clue. That's one of the items you picked, right?
I started with it.
Oh,
What are the
Uh,
bonuses on your dagger warning?
While the weapon's on your person, you have advantage on initiative rolls. In addition, you and any of your companions within 30 feet of you can't be surprised, except when incapacitated by something other than non-magical sleep. The weapon magically wakens you and your companions within range if any of you are naturally sleeping when combat begins.
so Jin, please roll me a dexterity saving throw.
Dex save.
A dex save. So, as you pull him and grab
Plus 3.
him, +3.
Yeah, he's within 10 feet of me.
Well, if that's the case, then you're able to pull him out as bolts come flying into the door and hit the wall behind where he was standing.
Jen's gonna look and say, I think the time for talking is over.
Yeah, I know they're little psychopaths, but I'm not sure. Yeah, whatever. We're already breaking rules.
Yeah, whatever. We're already breaking rules.
The whole point was to change what had happened.
Yeah, but time is weird. All right.
It's not weird. It just goes in many directions.
So, with that being said, she's going to step to the side and tell her soldiers to make their way in. They're going to kind of position themselves. And one is going to step to the door. She's going to just kind of gently press against it and go, "Come on out. They're not so bad after a bit. I promise, just surrender. It's not worth it."
I would like to draw
Okay, draw.
King of Hearts.
King of Hearts. King of Hearts, King of Hearts. Ooh, yeah, King of Hearts. Totally forgot where I have that document saved. King of Hearts.
Oops.
It's somewhere. There it is. So your eyes are going to glow white, and you're going to take the form of a holy angel.
Okay.
2% of your soul damage is healed.
2% is healed. Is that per attack
No, just
or
for activating.
per activation? Gotcha.
For activating it, 2% is healed.
Okay, so that would give me 2. Gotcha.
It's 2% of 102?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Just had to make sure I had that right.
Yep.
And what about, does it have anything for attack, or is that it? Is it mostly
Not until you make an attack. Once you make an attack, you'll know what it can do.
He's going to kind of just step in front of the door. And how do you feel about fighting death itself?
Please.
And he's going to take very, very slow steps, like trying to use his size to be imposing.
This person is going to look at you and just go, "Please take me. I'm ready."
Well, if that be the case, step inside the door.
She's just gonna step forward.
He's gonna grab her by the throat and just throw her out of the way. Nah, that one's not a problem.
So where are you throwing her to?
Into the room, into somebody else's shit words.
Problem-solving zone.
Yeah, into someone else's problem-solving zone.
Okay.
And then he is going to just kind of slowly waltz out, kind of twirling his weapon. Is this how you want to do it? Speaking to her.
You can see that she's sitting there like, oh, I'm not the appetizer, sweetie. I'm the main course.
Oh. So, do I understand you'll be staying out of the way until the end? Is that what I'm hearing?
Sure.
Okay. He is going to lunge at this one here.
So
And,
that is a metal grate that's there.
Oh, okay. I didn't.
You have to go around
Where-
it. So there's
Oh,
here.
okay.
here.
I didn't see that.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me get out my measuring stick. Yeah, it's a little too far. Damn it.
Sights have. I'm pretty certain sights have 10 feet distance because they're kind of like a halberd.
Fair enough. What's the right button? He is going to lunge this direction and swing that bad bitch.
All right. Roll me a 1d20 plus your proficiency. The gambler. Okay. Roll damage on it.
You didn't tell me any damage.
It'll be 1d, or this one will be 2d10.
2d10.
Take it.
So as you hit her, she kind of like looks down. There's no blood, no nothing. Wow, I feel a lot better. With that, the weapon's abilities come flooding into your brain. This is a healing weapon, so every attack you make heals for the damage you deal. As well
Jen's
as three. If you wish to expend 5 of your soul points, you can heal every creature of your choice within a 50-foot cube for 5d10.
Jesus Christ.
Okay.
It takes
50 foot cube heals everything for 2d10
Of your choice. Everything of your choice.
For 5d10. Cost 5 soul points. However, you did just gain 10 for a good action in healing somebody.
Oh,
Good job.
neat. So he's looking a little more lively.
Yes.
And then his next attack is just going to be a fist right to her nose with the intention of breaking it.
Okay. Give me another.
And that would be 1d20.
That'll be 1d20 plus strength plus proficiency.
So the same thing for the
Yep.
that I'm rolling for the gambler. Oh my god.
So that does not hit.
Of course not. Let me see. Do I have a third attack still? No, I don't think it works here. Okay. I believe that's about all I got. But he is going to rage as well.
He's going to rage. Rah! I'm going to heal you to death.
And that's going to be the end of that turn.
Okay. Which one do you want to go next?
I'm going to be going after the yellow one.
So whoever wants to go next, go next. Tell me what you're doing.
I'm gonna take a step back. Actually, I'm gonna take a step forward. Yes, forward. That would 2 steps forward so people can get out the door. Then am I'm gonna start blasting, I guess.
Okay. Who are you blasting?
So I can look at my spells. Thought I had a bonus action at some point. Nah, it's fine. This is a grate here, right?
Yes. Yeah, it's bars
Uh,
with about a 2-inch opening through it.
well, it's big enough for a finger gun to get through.
Okay.
So I'm gonna shoot this one twice.
Okay.
Oh, I did not mean to be rolling with disadvantage. I am terribly sorry.
Doesn't matter. How do you want to do it? You killed her on the first one, by the way.
Oh, well then the second one would have gone to the one standing behind her.
Oh, okay.
Right here. Just between the eyes.
And they just dropped dead.
Yep.
All right. Will that
Is
be all
Nick
for
doing
you?
anything?
Yeah, that'll be it for me.
Okay.
Really quick. Who dat?
That's someone that Jin was just like, they're not a threat, and threw them into there with y'all.
Live or dead?
Alive.
She's very much alive.
Currently alive.
Conscious?
Everything. He didn't do anything. He just moved her out of the way.
I just literally grabbed her by the throat and shoved her into somebody else's problem-solving range.
That's the part I heard. Okay. Sorry. Okay. All right. I'm going to kind of gesture to her, like, fish, you have her kind of concept. Sorry, let me rephrase that. Turns to fish. Do you have this issue? And points to her.
I can, but Zadis is kind of exposed.
Zadis is fine.
Oh, I'm going out there if you have her.
All right, we can do that.
So I'm gonna come here.
Okay.
I want to use my laser gun for the first time on her.
Okay.
Oh, discard the sneak because I'm pretty sure that wasn't sneaky. Unless I could sneak.
No.
I didn't think so. So discard that one. I forgot that was a click on and click off one.
So that hits. You just blast her with a laser rifle. There's a pew. She lets out a scream like, "Oh fuck! You bitch!"
I'm gonna wave and smile.
Will that end what you do?
I think it might. Oh, wait. No, hold on. There's a 1d6 on top of that. I forgot to include. So I'm going to roll that now because I marked her.
No.
So it's 17 points of damage in all.
Okie dokie.
That made me feel a little better because I don't think hit her. I had one. I think that'll end my turn for right now.
Okay. Fish, what you done?
First insight, the one that Jin spared.
Uh-huh.
Do I feel like she's going to attack us?
Roll insight. I mean, she seemed pretty much like she was just tired of being there and really wanted to die.
All right. Well, I have. Do I get ill intent from her? Like, is she gonna
No, you
sit
can't.
this one out?
You can't tell like anything bad's going to happen or anything like that. For all intents and purposes, she seems like she's done.
All right. As I go by, I basically say, "Sit this one out."
She's just going to nod softly.
Did I get anything more from that?
It as far as you can tell, she is not. She's done. She's welcomed death and was ecstatic when someone was like, "I'll kill you."
Okay. Unpack that later. Move up
I
to
mean,
Yellow
most of
Clown
the people that
and
work for the clowns don't like it, so
moving up to the Yellow Clown and going to attack her.
Okay. So as you go to hit her, she quickly catches your blade with one of her swords and slides it off to the side. You gotta be faster than that, big boy. Oh,
Yeah,
I'm gonna have so
figured.
much fun with you.
Yep. Let's dance.
All right, that'll be everything. So she's gonna take her turn first, and she is not hesitating. And she takes 2 strikes at you, fish.
You're looking for a 20.
Jesus.
Holy fuck.
You gave me a shield.
You're over here doing the rolling stuff.
paladins
Right.
doing paladin things.
This one's gonna run up,
Right.
try to hit you with a short sword.
Oh, okay. I see which one that was now.
This one's taking a shot at Jin, 21. Of course it'd be 21.
Ouch.
This one's coming over and going to hit you again with 21. 20. So 21 and 20. I need you to make 2 Constitution saving throws. Success. And succeeds. Ooh, just barely. So the first dart hits you and you're just like, but it didn't feel nothing. The second dart hits you and you kind of start to feel yourself, your vision kind of blurs as the poison begins to kind of try to take its course.
Does rage not have anything against that?
Against what? Poison?
Oh. I thought it had something against poison too, but apparently it doesn't.
No, rage normally makes it to where your constitution should be a little bit higher, I think. Your strength is better, and or no, your dexterity is better.
Advantage on strength checks and throws. Resistance, bludgeoning, piercing, slashing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, that means that you take 4 points and 1 point.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Because that's resistance.
I'm not used to playing a barbarian.
And
you play Yu-Gi-Oh as well.
Since you've activated their trap card, these are going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. and we'll start the top of the list with y'all. So now it's y'all's go.
Okay, so the redraws, are those an action or bonus action?
They are an action.
Okay, let's see here. Whoop-a-doop-a-doo.
So you have to remove that one card. So recall it.
Yeah, no. I'm thinking about what I want to do here.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna go ahead and recall it and shuffle it.
Okay. Okay, so he is going to use one of his redraws.
Okay.
And boop. Joker?
Oh.
We live in a society.
Oh. The Joker. The Joker. Your angelic form melts away as a thorny jester's cap appears upon your head. Your face embodies that of a decrepit skull, and you now extend high into the air, about 7 feet tall. Your arms become lanky, you grow spectral wings, and a giant scythe made of bone appears in your hands. You are the embodiment of the Grim Reaper at this moment.
That's more like it. Action surge. We're gonna swing this bitch right across her neck.
Don't even roll. Everything you touch for the next 10 turns will immediately die.
Oh shit. Okay. Let me mark this down.
However, you will be losing 40 points of your soul.
Over the 10 rounds?
Total, and it lasts for the 10 rounds.
Cool. Okay. I'm cool with that. And then he is going to lunge forward for that one. Because action and bonus action, and then that's going to be it for this turn.
So for the next 10 rounds, you are the embodiment of death.
Yep. Am I missing something here? Hello.
No, you're not.
Oh.
I'm just waiting for someone else to call out that they're going.
Oh, okay.
So everyone, you just saw Jin turn into death.
As expected.
Less shocking.
So who's next?
I'll go next.
Okay.
Back in the yellow one.
All right. Miss. Miss.
And miss. All right. I'm going to stay there and egg her on.
Okay. Which one are you next?
Can I see these two down here?
You can, but they are behind grates. You would be making that attack to them at disadvantage.
We'll see about that. Hold up. I'll recheck something. What kind of cover do they have?
At this point, it's considered full coverage until you stick your finger through the hole, at which point it's partial coverage.
What kind of partial?
I mean, what kind of partial?
It matters. Is it half, 3/4?
It's half coverage.
Okay, then it doesn't matter. I'm shooting them. I will, reach through and go pew pew because Spell Sniper says I ignore half and 3/4 cover on ranged spell attacks.
Goes ahead. Goes
Okay.
ahead.
Pew pew.
How you want to do it?
Whatever drops them.
Well, they are dropped as their chest cavity explodes out from the force, and they both crumple to the ground like a thing of wet socks. Next, it's your go.
Okay, so I'm going to cast this as a bonus action on the same individual, and it states that the next time I hit a creature with a weapon attack, mass of thorns appears.
Okie dokie.
And then I'm going to laser her, hopefully, again.
Do some laser hair removal.
Laser clown removal.
Okay. And snaring strike. Yep. That's gonna hit. 9 points of damage.
Actually, it's more than that because she's still marked, and that's a 1d6. Oh, 11 points. And oh wait, and it's when. Yeah.
So she has to make a strength check. And what's your DC?
Where do I see that
Pretty
again?
certain it's higher than 3. So she is restrained now as well.
And I think it's another 1d6.
Yes.
Cool. Fucking it. I'm trying. And that'll end my turn.
So she is restrained now. Cannot move and cannot take an attack. The she-clowner is going to make an attack at you first. 20. You said 20 was
There you go.
what was needed?
Yep.
You're going to take 4 points of dagger damage. And that'll end.
Your armor class is only 19?
And that will end her turn. Who's starting this round out?
Death, if you don't mind.
Oh, yeah.
Do what now? Did you say death?
I said death, if you don't mind.
I don't mind one bit. And he's going to walk up. Any last words?
I'll see you in hell, big boy.
Tell him I sent ya. And he is going to reap both of them.
So as you kill Leah, a thing comes across you. There's a contract on her, it seems. You're given an option to eat her soul.
Okay.
You don't know what would happen when you eat her soul, but you're given the option to.
Is the contract by death?
Yes.
Is that what you're talking about?
She has a contract on her death. She is dead now, but her soul, since it's being reaped by you and there's a contract on it, you can choose to consume it. Or you can send it up to your boss.
I think I'll consume this one.
Okay. You consume it, and you will have 100% your soul back. However,
Oh, shit. Okay.
periodically, you're going to find yourself laughing maniacally like a clown.
Oh, that's
Oh.
perfect. Yeah.
Nicely done. Very befitting.
Okay, so I've got 7 more turns of that. Would I be able to find Jingo and Django fast enough?
Probably not.
Well, how much ruckus could I cause?
I don't know. However, I was going to say it's time to go ahead and call it a night now that we've come at a nice stopping point. And
I love that,
Sounds
Marcus.
good.
we will end here.
I love that, Marcus.
What the
Joker was a nice touch. I didn't know if you were going to use that or not.
Yep. That is why I put the Joker in there. Probability of pulling a Joker is so high. I wanted it to have the highest capability, but with the most drawback.
Oh yeah. No, I
Just
get
note, if you had 10 less points, we would be rolling you a new character.
it. 22. I was at
'Cause-
20. I was at 25 or something like that.
Yeah.
No, you were at 15, sir.
No,
you-
I got some back. Remember?
Yeah, you got
5.
enough back. Oh yeah, no, yeah.
I got 7 back total.
So you
there
would've been
was
at 17,
the 2
sorry.
for something. Yeah, I might have been off a little bit.
Well,
Mine.
you lost 50 with the boat, and then 40 for the Joker.
And then I got some back though for
Yeah.
doing a good deed for healing.
Yeah, you
Remember?
got 10 back for doing a good deed, but so you got 10 back for doing a good deed.
That's what I said.
So to put you at 60, so it was 20.
Yeah, I was like 2 off.
Some amount. That's fine. I'm not good at math.
All right, folks, that was a good session. I love it.
Yes.
That's fun.
And we'll
It's
See y'all
fun
next
being
time.
death.